Hi collectors, welcome back to the C&T Auctioneers YouTube channel. I'm just going to quickly do a quick video about some British World War II steel helmets that we have got coming up in our auction. These are all coming up on the 17th of July 2024, and as you will see, we've got a little array of British what you'd call combat helmets, and also some helmets from the home front civil defence. This is just a small selection of the helmets that we've got coming up in this auction. We've got a nice selection of British helmets, but I just pulled these ones out just to quickly show some of you collectors what we have, and so our viewers as well who are interested in British military history or British headdress as such. There's just some nice examples here. So the first one we have here is a very classic helmet from the civil defence, or the British home front, I should say. It has the original decal here for the National Fire Service. Now, what's nice with these helmets is most of them always have a little decaled or painted district number. Now, this number you can look up and you can see whereabouts the National Fire Service was for that district, or what number that relates to. If you go onto the website, you will be able to see where this is from. From memory, I believe it's Lyndhurst, but again, do have a look on the website and you'll be able to see exactly where this unit's from. This is lot 527 in the auction. Again, nice example, all the original paint finish, original liner, original strap, and what's nice with this one as well, you've actually got Fireman Hayes with his number, so that's who the original owner of this helmet was, or the original wearer of this helmet. So again, these National Fire Service helmets were always, they never used to be that popular, but they're gaining in popularity. The British home front helmets have really risen in value over the last few years. We've really seen an increase in the demand and the value they've been achieving at auction. So yeah, nice example. Staying with the home front theme, this is a very unusual example. So this piece is for FAP, which most of you will be aware of. It's the first aid post. This is a leader's helmet here with a white band going around the rim, but also you'll notice it has the painted emblem of the St John's Ambulance Association. So this is a really nice, actually a member of the St John's Ambulance Association and the FAP. And just to add even more interest to this one, is as we turn it round, you'll see it's got this little Boy Scouts badge. The vendor states that he believes this belonged to a Boy Scout leader. So it's a little nod to his time with the Boy Scouts, but also his service with the St John's Ambulance Association and the FAP. Again, this helmet, nice original interior, original liner, has got some initials here on the strap. Lot 533 if you wish to have a look at this one. But again, very nice civil defence steel helmet. I think it has already gained a fair amount of interest, I believe, with us. As I move along, I come to this one. Now, this one is the classic British World War II infantryman's combat helmet. What I really like about this one is you see it has this netting, camouflage netting cover, but also underneath this netting cover is another camouflage cover that was put on the helmet, and then this netting placed over the top. Again, really good classic example of a British combat helmet. Nice original liner inside with a very loose long webbing strap. Is dated, I believe the helmet's dated 1942, so it's a later type combat helmet. But again, a real classic, just what you see in the videos of the British soldiers fighting in places like Normandy and such in 1944 during Operation Overlord and after the D-Day landings. Just a really good classic World War II British infantryman's combat helmet. Now, probably my favourite helmet that we've got here on display with you is this one. Now, some of you might be thinking, you can obviously see all this battle damage on this. Why would this be my favourite helmet? The reason I really like this one is because this is a time capsule. Now, you may have heard people talking about time capsules with items or untouched, as found, those sort of slogans. This really oozes history. This, in my opinion, I believe this helmet was a souvenir from Dunkirk. The reason I say that is you've got the early Royal Signals, or Royal Corps of Signals as it was then, flash. Obviously that changed to Royal Signals later on, which was just the blue and white. But this is the white, dark blue and green of the Royal Corps of Signals. Now, we know of a few others in private collections which have also been battle damaged like this, that have all come from veterans of Dunkirk that brought their helmet home once they escaped the beaches, and they kept them strangely as almost like a lucky souvenir of their survival. I will lift it up off the thing very carefully. As you can see, the helmet has a real thick, almost like over camouflage paint finish. You can sort of see it, and then the original finish underneath. All the various dents and bullet holes, and it just really is a super piece. And as I turn it over, inside, again you can see, and the liner, like you would expect, has got some damage from some of these hits, which is what you would expect. And there's also damage to the chin strap, you can see, which has been almost cut in half. There is a service number here, so you can do a little bit of research if you wish. We did do an initial casualty search with this for this number, and luckily there was no casualty came up. So we really do believe that the owner of this helmet did survive, and like I say, we think he probably brought this home as a souvenir of his lucky escape from Dunkirk, or certainly the early part of the British Expeditionary Force in France in the 1940s. Have a look at the website. I expect this is going to do really well. It's just, like I say, it oozes history. So again, have a good look, and hopefully you might be able to add this to your collection. As we move along, we come into the more later World War II British helmet, known as the 1944 pattern, also referred to often as the turtle shell helmet, obviously because of its style of helmet. It looks like a turtle shell. Now, that was an old reference, how old collectors used to refer to these. You also see references as like Mark III, Mark IV, etc. But again, nice original finish. As you can see, it has got the remains of, or quite a bit of, the original divisional flash put on. Now, these helmets were first introduced for the Normandy landings and were often worn by the Canadian troops during those landings, but the British were also issued them also. So again, inside, typical later type webbing strap and a later type liner system. But again, missing the little probably pad inside for the comfort, but generally speaking, nice original liner. Now these obviously carried on being used post-war. The difference being, if you see the liner rivet is further up, the post-war ones is much lower. So just a little tip for you to look at when you're looking for one of these. If you see one out there at a Militaria fair or even boot fair or anything like that, have a look. The wartime ones, the rivet is always much higher. So again, as we go down to the front of the display, most of you will be aware of the World War II British home front, the Warden. Basic standard World War II home front Warden's helmet. The only difference with this one, you've got underneath here Deputy Sector Leader. So that's a higher rank of Warden there. Reverse side just with the normal W, but the front with the Deputy Sector Leader, so people would know what his rank was. Again, inside, nice original liner system with the webbing strap. That one is lot 528 if anyone is interested in looking at that one. Now moving on here, we have again quite a standard British helmet for the civil defence, but as you'll see, it has the emblem here of the City of London. Again, very, very nice example. Original olive khaki paint finish, and inside with the original liner and webbing strap. This one is lot 532. Obviously related to official serving in the City of London, so nice with the shield and sword, and just a very, very nice example of a home front steel helmet. Now the last one I'm going to show you, again, is a little bit condition-wise. You might be thinking, why am I showing you this one? But it, again, standard World War II British combat helmet. But as you can see, has the remains of an original divisional flash on there. believed to be for the Royal Army Service Corps. Although there's not much of the colours left, it does appear to have the colours of the Royal Army Service Corps. And again, very interesting, very nice, untouched example. Really unusual, this sort of mustardy brown paint finish to the inside. Original liner, original webbing strap. It's been there, it's untouched, it's as found. Some of these helmets, not all of them, have come from a private collection that was stored all out in a shipping container. So some of them have the elements have got to them a little bit, but it's a nice, original, untouched British helmet, and like I say, with the remains of original divisional badge insignia. As I said at the beginning of this video, we've really noticed an increase in not only the value, but the interest in British World War II militaria. Now, this can be a number of reasons why. British militaria, in our opinion, was always very much underrated compared to its German counterparts. Everyone always wanted to buy the German stuff, and the British stuff was always a lot easier to find here, certainly in the UK. Like I say, we have noticed a real increase over the last few years, and British helmets have really rocketed up in price. Everyone knows the British paratrooper airborne helmets have always been very desirable and very popular, but we're noticing now the British standard World War II infantry and home front helmets have really rocketed in value. So if you are looking at a potential investment in militaria, I certainly would say that the British militaria is a very good investment at the moment, and prices are steadily going up each year on year. Have a good look at all these, plus others we've got coming up for sale. We do regularly have British helmets, so even if you miss this auction or you see this video late, do go onto our website. You can log in and you can sign up through our newsletter, so you'll be notified of new auctions that are being posted live. We've got regular auctions of militaria, both in the time format and live format. So yeah, go on the website, have a look, and we hope you enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this video, please do press the like button and subscribe to our channel. Like I said, we do try to post as many videos as we can about militaria and about the other collecting genres that we do here at C&T Auctioneers. Once again, thank you for watching, and goodbye.